What is up, guys, gals, and you awesome, awesome minions, gamers, just everybody of different shapes and sizes. It's me, Josh, aka Noir Proxy, bringing you some more Evolve, free-to-play, loving the game. It's so great to have that community back so we can have fun, so we can just revel in it, just like eat some hunters. That's what we want to do. We are playing some ranked today, as you can see, picking my perks. I generally have a standard loader that I like to go with. Getting a little bit unsure here though, because obviously I have like 5,000 keys. That means I could pretty much level up one of these abilities. I could actually even lock one if I wanted to. I mean, what do I want? What could I have? What would you pick for me for Christmas? It'd have to be a stocking present though, because as you can see, there are free selections that you can have for your main perks. So I mean, you'd have to do as a stocking present, because I want like lots of little presents. So, and then big presents, and then I want your presents. You're gonna give me your present too, right? But I generally go for unstoppable, is it unkillable, and then I'm going for a leveled up ability recharge as well. We're actually going against a maxed out Tech Hank, which is going to be a giant pain because he is so powerful, so annoying. We're on a 21 game win streak as well. We're going to be keeping that for as long as possible. All these people have actually won the rounds together. You'll find that if you're going against a ranked team, that they're generally pre-made. They're actually friends working together, that they're using the microphones, they're communicating, which is fantastic. So I know that when I go into ranked with, say, my chums with, say, like Kybris or Campix or Victor or anybody like that, that I will be doing it with the team. You know, I'm not, like, doing rank by my own. I mean, that's just suicide. No. Are you insane? Because I am. But we're actually doing the standard map routine. For some reason this map kept coming up because there are, I think, 3 to 4 different maps. There may be 3. And this one just keeps popping up. I don't know why, but I'm doing my same shtick. You know, where I go into the bridge, where I eat the 2 space zebras. And then I go into the caves, eat some space zebras. We also eat these, like, very anorexic hunchback Notre Dame creatures too. They've got really long arms. They're kind of like little alien gorillas. Do you think they're kind of like little chimps? I wouldn't class that one there that I mean is Diddy. I mean, I haven't seen it. He wasn't wearing a red cap, so I probably wouldn't go with him. But we're trying to get as much feedage as possible, because generally the hunters come around now. It seems that one of the players disconnected too, but he will be back in a second. He must be just having some internet issues, something like that. Pretty sad, pretty shame. But we're going to try and get through this as fast as possible, try and make sure that I can get to that stage 2, because even though you can handle yourself at stage 1, I don't like it. When it comes to ranked, I have been going across a ton of very, very talented teams. Very talented players too. Like, you're going to be completely surprised by the future matches that happen. I have nearly lost every single one of these matches, which is just crazy, it just throws me off, because I thought I was really good. I mean, the fact that I've won every single match as Goliath, I've never lost as a Goliath. This is one thing I want to state on PlayStation 4 and PC throughout the entire lifespan of Evolve, being born from the wombage of gaming. I have never been killed while playing as Goliath. That is something to remember, that is something to note down. So what you're seeing here, obviously, I am not dead yet. But we are also playing as Cosmic Goliath, or Proxy Payload Goliath, or just Proxy Goliath. I just love the pink. I think the pink is amazing. I love that there's actually that skin for a Goliath. I'm reveling in it. I've never taken it off unless I want to play as Voodoo or Savage or something like that. But they have actually trapped me at stage 1, which is really annoying. I don't have my spikes yet, but I'm going to try and stay out of the way as much as possible, because they do have that Tech Link Hank, which just... I hate Tech Link Hank so much, and they even have Jack, which is going to make this annoying. So Jack with Tech Link Hank and a Hide, because remember that Hide now actually has really, really powerful gas grenades. They are so annoying. They have a really good combination. That's the only thing I'm going to say, is that they have a fantastic combination, and it's like, who do you go for first? I would generally, when there's a Tech Link Hank, always go for Hank, because he's able to give everyone, and I've mentioned this in the previous videos, is that he's able to give everyone a passive shield. A passive shield! He doesn't have to focus on anybody. He doesn't have to use his little shield gunny thing. He still can, but he now gives everyone a shield around him while he's still active. You can see they're all wearing a freaking shield, and he's not even aiming at anybody. That's like half an extra bar of health. It's like, why? It's just so frustrating. I've lost my armor. This is not going well. I realize I'm getting pwned a little bit here. I need to try and stay out of the way, me get some armor back. It's like a little tiny smidge. But while fighting them, I have actually been able to get to stage 2 pre-face, which is good. So that means I can now run away. I can now get that. They are still hurting me while I'm trying to feed. There's just no point to that. The deployment timer is still at 1 minute and 30. I need to keep hurting them for that timer to go down. So remember, you actually fight them the hunters and the timer will go down eventually. Or if you take down 2 hunters, then the dome will go down too. But it's this thing of like, I can't get the fudge out there. They're actually chip damaging me. It's getting really annoying. Jack's using that stupid scanner that actually does do burn damage to you. Ugh, just such a pain. And now they're doing the laser on me. It's like, this is not going well. Every single time something like this happens, I go, I'm going to lose. It's just going to happen. I know I'm going to lose. I can feel it. I can sense it. Already nearly lost 2 squares of health. I've got like half a piggle left. I've got half a piggle. Hank is still shooting me in the ass. You have no idea how frustrating those tech Hanks are because they are incredibly powerful. Overpowered? Not too sure, because I have been able to take down every single one that I've faced. It's this thing of, when you're playing Evolve, you need to know your own tactics. You need to know your playstyle. There is no such thing as a predetermined Evolve playstyle. It's all down to you. It's all down to how you play the game. Everyone plays completely differently. Some people play aggressive, some people play high mobility, some people combine those things. Sometimes you even get people who just like to use the pounce really well. Like, I suck at the pounce. I'm so trash when it comes to using the pounce attack. And I know that's an incredibly powerful ability if you can do it right. But I can't do it right. I am more of a highly mobile Goliath, in the sense that I'm able to do that whole jumping around, smacking people mid-air with my fisticuffs while in mid-air, while they're in mid-air, which is a very hard thing to do too. It's this thing of, once you play this game so much, you just know what to do. Well, I'm going to go around here now actually and try and get another albino, and this one allows me to get some armor regeneration, so I really like to get that one while in mid-fight, because it means that during those little breaks of combat, your armor is coming back, but at the same time as that, which is really fantastic, your armor actually comes in mid-combat too, because of that armor regeneration perk. Very useful. Now, they did try to sandwich me here, which kind of works against them. I go for the Trapper, and we've also got the goddamn Tackling Hank again. He just won't leave me alone. But again, from that perk, you can actually see my armor go up back in a second, which is fantastic. So it's this thing of, make sure you have that perk, because it's really good at looking after you. It's kind of like wearing underpants, or wearing a full set of clothes in a way. And these people here are sexually desirable for you. You know, they really want you. They want to take those pants off. They're trying to rip them off. They're trying to bite them off using their teeth. They have some skills. They have some talents. I just knocked over a tree. I hope that was nobody's plant pot. But through doing that, it's kind of like that. Like, the armor is like your clothes, and they're just wanting to take sexual advantage of you. And this Hank, he's just gonna get slapped. He's gonna taste my justice because of what he was doing to me. He's the most pain in the butthole hunter. And when it comes to tackling Hank, as mentioned as before, always go for tackling Hank. Just don't go for the medic, because what's the point going for the medic when they're getting passive armor at all times? So get that tackling Hank out of there. Make sure he is dud. And the sad thing here, actually, for the Trapper and tackling Hank again, is that he got cornered, and then I was able to run up to him, but they did actually initiate that orbital laser. Remember that tackling Hank does actually have an incredible powerful orbital laser. It's really annoying. As much as I hate all of his abilities, he's a giant pain in the ass. If you do fight against me, use tackling Hank. I just highly advise it, because it means I will go for you. I will gun you down with my mittens. As you can see here, I will not stop until you are dead. Unless it was this moment. I probably could have still gone for him there. I probably could have actually got a 2-square strike on him. But it was this thing of, I don't have that much health. I need to get out of there. I need to run away as fast as possible. I need to make sure I get my armor back, because when I go stage 2, I like to control the fight. I've said this in all of my videos. Stage 2, you are the hunter. They aren't the hunter. They are the hunted. They can still be a hunter. They can wear that name if they want, but you are the one that can control the battlefield now, the hunting field, the hunting grounds. You have the ability to be on like par with them. You can have any kind of situation in your own control. Because remember that if they separate, then they're easy pickings. If they stick together, they're easy pickings. It's this thing of, if you know who to get at the right time, and if you know how to use those abilities to throw them off, it's so useful. Now, I'm actually going to go now for a different ability. We're going to use half of that armor regeneration perk, but we're going for poison attacks from the poison hounds. Are they called venom hounds? Poison hounds? I think they're called venom hounds. But by getting that, it means that while we're doing that damage to tackling Hank, or any of them that has those shields on, it's doing that tiny little bit more. I think it does around 20 damage. Did it say 20 damage per second? Which is fantastic. You want to be using that kind of shizzle on the hunters. I mean, any little bit helps. That's what Tesco says, right? Every little bit helps, and then she's like spanks her butt, and the change rattles, which is like really cute because her butt's all jubbly and stuff. But that's what you can do. I mean, it's such a really good quote. I mean, every little helps. So when it comes to doing like that little bit of extra chip damage, that could mean anything. That could actually help you win the matches. So always go for those Venom Hounds too. It's a very highly recommended ability, especially with when you're going against the giant albino gorilla aliens. I don't know what they're called. What are they called? Are they called like golems, or I think Al Schwarzenegger. Maybe they're called Schwarzeneggers. They could actually be called Schwarzeneggers. I'm not too sure. But this team are very, very clever. I'm gonna say that they're very, very clever. They know what they're doing. And we found this. This is the thing. We found this when it comes to fighting against people in ranked. They all know what they're doing. They're all communicating. The Hang did get separated here. He should probably stay with the medic. This is one thing I highly advise if you're playing as a support. Try and stay near the medic. Try and look after the medic. Do not separate yourself because I will pwn you. It was this thing where I saw my opening, I saw my advantage, I was able to charge him into that corner and do some high damage. Now, nobody's going to be able to get that focused additional support damage. They're not going to be able to get that passive shield. I'm just going to be able to hurt them. I'm just going to be able to do that. Remember that shield does stay on the hunters, though, while he is down. So even though they may not be receiving that additional kind of passive shield support, it's still there. You still need to take it off. So that's the thing we're going to do. We're going to just tickle them around a little bit. I'm mixing it up here, which is a little bit odd for me, but remember that we do have a Jack, and that Jack is staying near the medic. This team are really working together, and it's something that I cannot highly advise more, is to work together when you're playing as hunters. Do not be silent. Even if you have a mic and they don't have a mic, please keep talking, just do all that kind of stuff. But as you may notice here, I'm trying to get the fudge away. I mean, I did do a little bit of damage, but it's this thing where, again, you control a battlefield, even though you have the timer working against the monster, and if the monster runs out of time on the match timer, then they lose. It's still a thing of when you attack or when they shoot you, the timer stops. So in a sense, the match doesn't end until you really want it to end. Like once you actually go chasing after them, that time is gonna keep like freezing, which is fantastic. I mean, you want that. You want that thing where if you're fighting them, you're not looking at the clock going, oh my goodness, tea is nearly ready, it's gonna get overcooked, it's gonna get burnt, and then my children are not gonna be able to feed, and they're gonna starve, and then, I mean, just think how stressful it is for a Goliath. He has to pick all this food, and then I assume they're kind of like little baby birds where they kind of like open and go, and they kind of like just spludges it like some form of goo in their mouth. I mean, how can baby birds do that? It's just so gross, just having backwash. What would you class that as food though? Back sludge or something like that. But anyway, we're gonna go for a stage 3 here because why not? I mean, I've done so much damage to the hunters. I might as well finish them off once and for all. I might as well have a mega battle, right? We might as well go all out. So we're going to go to stage 3 because they are highly capable. They do have that Techling Hank, which has done a really good job so far. That Guyette has done some amazing damage to me. And we've also got the Hide, which doesn't really work well against me. But it's this thing of, if you have the ability to go stage 3, then do it because the damage buff is just so amazing. Remember that you get your health back too, which is kind of cool. So as you can see, like I've got over half health now. We're going to go for the Hide, and we're going to try and work our way around. This is the thing though, because remember that once that Hide has come after you, that assault, the rest of the team don't have any backup. They don't have anything to defend themselves with. We've got a Jack. We're gonna smack that Jack around. That Jack needs some ubada. But you may notice that the Hide still has full health. Now this is something that just completely goes bonkers for me. Why is he getting his health back so fast? The medic's not healing him that much. I mean, just a little bit. Does he have, like, immense health regeneration or something? Because I'm doing everything in my power to take this dude down, but nothing will freaking work. Why will you not die? He's like setting him on fire, I'm charging at him, that Jack is repelling me. These dudes are doing really well. I need to get some more armor back. This is the thing. If I want to stay in this fight, I need to make sure I've got the armor too. I need to be healing. They dome me before I can escape. It's this thing I'm like, shizzle, how do I do this? How do I go about this? I need them to separate. I need one of them to go the other way just so I can go no. And so what we have here, look, is them waiting for me. They're waiting for me, and it's so annoying when they do that because you want them to come to you. But they are getting a little bit impatient here. They're going to go for it. But it seems that we have the Trapper separating from the group, which is not what you want on the Hunter team. But we're going to go for him anyway. We're going to see what we can do. But he's repelling me with that goddamn repel ability. It's just so annoying. Everybody, what do you think of Jack's repellability? I would love to know. He is a pain in the ass. Like, I personally don't really like playing as him, but it seems that they've really done a good job of balancing him, making him work. But remember that if you are going against the Jack, you can punish him with that flame breath. It's such a useful ability where he thinks you're repelling, like, being repelled, should I say, sorry? And then you can actually, like, set him on fire for that. Because remember, fire cannot be repelled. It goes in his face. It burns his nugget off. And make sure you do that. But the medic is just healing the assault, and it's so annoying. But as you can see, look, there's like half shield on the medic still, so the Hank's doing... It's an amazing combination. Once you have that Tech Link Hank in your team, you don't need any other support. That support is just so powerful. And this is something you're going to notice in a lot of these Evolve videos, is that they are using those jetpack height jumps so much with some form of other, maybe like a jetpack booster fuel gauge increase as well, maybe. But as you may notice as well, that I've actually been using a lot of practice with my aerial ponage. So when it comes to jumping in the air and smacking them back to the ground, making sure they do not fly away, because come on, they're not pigeons. I mean, they could be, but I don't have a gun. You know, they're the ones with the guns. I've got my mitts. I'm gonna hurt them. I'm gonna make sure that they die. Look at what's going on with this. Why won't the assault just he won't go down for some reason. It's really frustrating. Try my best here to take him down, but he's putting up a freaking fight, but finally he has gone down once and for all. That means a strike on him. He was going, I don't know what he was using, some form of ability, I don't know what it is, but one thing to notice as well, that we did have the Trapper trying to bring back the assault, trying to punish him for doing that. So what I'm going to be using is a Leap Smash combo with my Flame Breath and my Charge as well, and trying to do some form of punishment to that. But they have actually brought the Assault back, and that Flamethrower and Hide is just so powerful. We haven't been able to get the Trapper down now, but I'm going to run away here, because if I stay in that engagement any longer, they're going to be able to do more damage to me. Remember, I'm going to be losing health. I'm just going to try and get some of that armor back. So remember, it's like clothes. You do not want to be naked on a beach, because remember that the sand is very hot, you know, and I'm getting on fire a lot. They're like the sand. You do not want to be hot. So just try and keep that armor on. Even if you know, there's nothing wrong with turning tail and having a little bit of a tactical retreat. That's what we're going to class it as, a tactical retreat. But this is the thing. I'm about to lose my perk, and the perk I have at the moment is movement speed. I need some other kind of perk. We need something else here to help me. Just give me like a little bit of... What is that? What could that be? That looks kind of interesting. You may notice here that we have found a Space Rhino Albino, and this thing is actually going to give me a damage reduction. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be very useful. On the opposite side of the map, there's actually one of those Space Gorillas that will give you a damage boost. So if you do want to do more damage to the Hunters, then you do have that over there, which has helped me so much, in these matches. But a damage reduction is going to do so much more efficiency when it comes to my output of poning people, when it comes to this stage 3, because remember that I'm going to be in the fight. I'm going to be trying, this is all or nothing. The timer is going down when I'm not fighting them. I need to make sure that I can stay in this fight for as long as possible. But these people, these hunters are very, very cheeky. They are very, very clever, and I don't know how to go about this. Remember that this is a pre-made team. They know what they're doing. They're communicating, and this is the most highly noticeable amount of communication that you'll ever see in an Evolve video, I think. Is that they're going to do a sneaky tactic. First, they're going to drop a orbital laser on me. I mean, that's one thing. Why wouldn't you expect that? We're actually going to get another ability here, which is ability cooldown. So we did have that ability for armor increase and defense increase, I guess you could class it as, for a certain amount of time. But I think ability increase is going to be a little bit better here, so I do go for that. I think, why not? But they are actually using the bridge. They're using a bridge to keep me off it. I'm trying to do everything, but they're hopping over me like freaking rabbits doing some kind of piggy in the middle. And it's annoying, look. And then they retreat back to the middle of the bridge. They're doing this thing where I can't get on it because Jack is pushing me off. I can't go around them. I can't go over them because Jack is keeping me off the bridge. They're just doing damage over time. For some reason Hank can shoot me through the wall there. I don't know why he isn't... what is that? I don't know how he's able to do that. That isn't the albino to give me the damage boost, but I do want a little bit more armor just for the funs of it. But they are going to be staying on that bridge. They are going to be using that tactics. And remember, again, they just need the timer to run out. But while I'm in combat, that timer will freeze while I'm poning them. But how do I get them off the bridge? I can't go on it. I can't go over it. Why don't we go under it? So this is the thing I'm going to do. So we're going to do a different tactic here. He was going to drop that laser on me, so I thought to myself, why don't I just use the bridge to my own advantage? Let's make the bridge be my shield. So they don't have the orbital laser on them anymore, which is really good, so that means they can't defend themselves with that. And now I'm just going to try and like bunny hop around them. I'm going to try and like skirt around. I'm going to be like a lion. Like I'm going to be like a cheetah, a tiger, a wolf. I'm going to skirt around them. I'm going to use that to get them off that bridge. So we're going to go for that Tech Link Hank because he's a giant pain in the ass and he will not die. Please? The assault is getting in the way. That Jack is just doing everything he can to stop me. Look at my health. Look at my armor. This is not going well for me. We need to get that Tech Link Hank out of here. Remember, he has 2 strikes on him, which means that if he gets downed one more time, he is out. He is completely out until he respawns again. That is the support dead. Gone, gone. Good. He needs 2 minutes to come back into this, though. So we need to make sure that we kill everybody else within those 2 minutes. We cannot have that tailing Kang helping them out. We're going to go for the support here now. I should probably go for the medic, though, because remember that he is able to get heals from the medic over time while I'm fighting him, so it's going to be taking even longer to take him down. But we're about to do a strike 2 on the Trapper. It's that healing rate as well. That Val's healing rate is very good. Do you remember when he, like, sucked in, like, pre-free-to-play? You remember that, Shizzle? It happened. He's down. He's down for good. Fantastic. Now we have the Assault and the Medic. This is a very unusual set of hunters to fight against now because generally I would leave the Assault till last or I'd have the Medic done first. But we're actually fighting the Medic now. Medic's trying to run away from me as fast as possible using that super powerful frame breath. I would say always pick Flame Breath when it comes to picking Goliath because it is such a useful ability. Remember, it's a thing where you can keep moving while using it on the hunters. Like, if you're getting repelled, you can use it. If you're running around, you can use it. If you're jumping in midair, you can use it. It has so much kind of utility. We now have the Assault. It needs to be taken down once and for all. This is the thing. 55 seconds to bring it in, and we're going to try and get this Assault before those 55 seconds. 52 seconds, 50. He has such little armor left. Set him on fire! Do something! There we go. We did it. We won. Oh, that was so close. Did you see my health? Did you see those tactics? That there, everybody, is how you play as hunters. Well done to all. That was just fantastic. That was so good. That was so amazing. I will not get over how talented those hunters did that. But comment section below, let me know what would be your tactics, what would be your way of doing things. I would love, love, love to know in the comment section below. But that was the second placement match in the bag. Holy shizzle, that was tense. Every single one of these I thought I'm going to lose. Every single one. But either way, it's been me, Josh, aka Noir Proxy, bringing you some Evolve free-to-play as the Goliath in the ranked mode. And I'll see you in the third placement match. Ciao for now.